Before I tell you this, make sure to subscribe and like, because what I am about to share might just save your life one day. For accidents are not always random. They are not just cruel twists of fate written in shadows we cannot see. They are often the consequences of choices, of mistakes, of neglect, and they happen every single day in every corner of the world, turning normal mornings into endless nightmares, snatching lives in seconds, and leaving families broken forever. And while you may think that accidents are distant tragedies that happen to strangers, the truth is that every time you sit behind the wheel, every time you cross the road, every time you decide to take speed lightly or ignore that seatbelt, you step closer to becoming part of those statistics, closer to becoming the next name whispered in grief. So why do accidents happen? What pushes ordinary journeys into chaos? The first and most common reason is speed, because speed blinds judgment. It shortens reaction time, it turns a minor slip into a fatal blow, and people forget that machines, no matter how powerful, cannot always save them from physics, from inertia, from the brutal reality that when you are going too fast you cannot stop in time, you cannot swerve safely, you cannot control the unpredictable. And then there is distraction, the glowing phone screen that pulls your eyes away for just 2 seconds. The quick text that feels harmless, but in those 2 seconds the car travels the length of a football field, blind, uncontrolled, a weapon on wheels. And distraction does not only come from phones. It comes from arguments, from music, from food, from fatigue that blurs your eyes and slows your reflexes. And then there is drunk driving, a curse that still haunts highways everywhere, where people believe 1 drink won't matter, 2 drinks won't matter, until their hands shake and their judgment fades. And they press the accelerator without realizing their senses have betrayed them, their reaction time destroyed, their vision blurred, their brain numbed. And then in an instant someone's life is taken. And let us not forget recklessness, the arrogance of thinking rules don't apply. Red lights are just suggestions, lanes are optional, indicators are unnecessary, that tailgating proves dominance. But all it really proves is carelessness with human life, and accidents also happen because of fatigue. Drivers who push themselves too far, truckers who drive through the night, students who fall asleep at the wheel, families coming back from long trips with heavy eyes. Because sleep is as dangerous as alcohol when you are behind the wheel, your eyelids heavy, your brain drifting, and suddenly the car veers, the truck crosses lanes, the brakes are pressed too late, and lives are ended because someone thought they could fight exhaustion. And then there are weather conditions, rain that makes roads slick, fog that blinds, dust that swallows highways, ice that turns tarmac into glass. And in those moments accidents happen because people do not slow down, they do not respect nature. They believe their headlights, their brakes, their 4-wheel drive make them invincible. But the truth is no technology can defeat ice. No skill can erase fog, and no human can see through dust. And there are also accidents caused by poor maintenance. The tires never replaced, the brakes ignored, the headlights broken, the engine unchecked. Small things that drivers ignore until the day they matter most. And in that moment the tire bursts, the brakes fail, the steering locks, and the car becomes a coffin. And so many accidents happen because of something as simple as neglect, of not checking what should have been checked, of not caring for the machine that carries your life. And sometimes accidents happen not just because of drivers, but because of infrastructure, broken roads, missing signs, unlit highways, intersections without signals, construction zones unmarked, authorities failing to create safety, and yet still it comes back to the driver, to the human choice. Because while conditions may be dangerous, awareness, patience, and caution can still save lives. So the real question is not why accidents happen, but how do we prevent them? And the answer lies in discipline, in slowing down, in respecting speed limits not as restrictions, but as shields, in putting the phone away, in refusing to drink if you know you have to drive, in resting when your eyes grow heavy, in checking your vehicle, in wearing your seatbelt, in keeping distance from the car ahead, in respecting the weather, in realizing that safety is not just for you, but for every passenger, every pedestrian, every stranger sharing the road, because your recklessness may not only destroy you, it may destroy an entire family you have never met, a child waiting at a bus stop, a mother crossing the street, a father riding home from work. And every accident prevented is not just a statistic avoided, it is a life saved, a story continued, a dream protected. So what is necessary? It is awareness, it is humility, it is responsibility, it is remembering that the car you drive is not a toy. It is a machine capable of killing if mishandled.